Nick, we are now 24 hours after the Thunder pretty much just got their absolute butts beat against the Indiana Pacers, Game 6. 24 hours out. How are you feeling? What are some of your overall thoughts before we kind of dive into this game a little bit?
A few things. Like, I think there's been mostly like negative discourse entering Game 7, which is like not surprising given the way Game 6 went. My counter to the negativity, because that's what I do here. I try to bring a little bit of realism. Everyone always says
you're the devil's advocate, but sometimes that's a really good thing.
No, everyone always says I was the like negative guy in the pod, but I think people start to realize that it's not negative. It's just when everything's going well, I was bringing different perspective, and when everything's going bad, I bring different perspective. It's not always negative. A few things. If you had told any Thunder fan back in October when the season started that the Thunder would be in the NBA Finals, Game 7, call it a coin flip. It's really probably better than a coin flip, like Oklahoma City, whether you look at it from a Vegas odds standpoint or an analytics standpoint or like how they've been at home standpoint, they're probably 60-65% chance of winning the NBA Finals. And if you told any Thunder fan in October that Game 7 against the Indiana Pacers, win it and you're champs, I think everybody would be jumping for joy and saying insanely successful season. That's when you look at a big picture. Obviously, there's a lot of context that goes into that and the way the season went down and expectations change and the series has been kind of a roller coaster and everything feels like it's panic mode. And how did this get to Game 7? And it should have been over earlier. And no way that the Thunder wins. Like, if you look at it big picture, like Oklahoma City's in a really awesome spot back at home. They got the best player in the series and Shea. Like, things are fine. So first thing I would say is I don't understand all the negative discourse. I also would say if you're a Thunder fan, get used to this. Like, the only way there's not pressure and shitty moments and like the thing I keep seeing like in our Discord and Slacks and et cetera is like there's like this pit in people's stomach and they're all anxious and nervous. Like, that's what comes with being a good team that goes deep into the playoffs. Like, especially
a young team
that you have all this nervous energy, but then also say the Thunder are going to be title contenders for the next decade. Cause like, that's what comes with it. If you don't feel something as a fan of any sports team, it's generally because they're not very good and they're not in big moments. So while I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't feel nervous or have whatever emotions you're feeling, what I'm saying is if you think this team is as good as we think it can be for the next 5 to 10 years, this is going to be very normal.
Embrace it.
There's not going to be a sweep in the finals ever as good as this team's going to be. So that's my thoughts. Like, that's maybe more of like a differing perspective than I've seen online, but things are good, man. You're watching a team that you like or cover or wherever you're listening to this podcast. You have some interest in the Thunder
or hate watches.
Regardless, the Thunder is in Game 7 of the finals, and there's 28 other teams that would love to say that right now, but they can't. And they're talking about the draft or what trade they're going to make. Like,
we've been there.
Enjoy this shit, man. I've just never seen so many people online that follow a team that are just angry and disgusted when their team has 48 minutes to win a title. Like, you should be happy.
Quick thought.